and then you teleported to there. Seeing as we activated another tower in Skyrise, I think they're going to be cheap and teleport us somewhere else. So rather than there being an actual explanation for it, we just get teleported there.
Where we ran.
It could be Richtofen's doing, or it could be something else. But I hope it's not something stupid. I just hope they don't make it... I mean, Skyrise was good, and I liked it. I just thought that the ideas of buildings and verticality was a bit plain.
Lot of it.
Yeah.
And then the original transit idea was just a town, which wasn't even... Let's be honest, transit was tiny. In the opening, in the trailer for it, when Zombies was first introduced to Black Ops 2 and they showed us the trailer for transit, it looked huge. Let's just say that. The map they showed looked huge.
Disappointment.
But then when you get into the actual game of it, there are 4 or 5 small areas. And what makes the map huge is the roads. So transit was probably a really small map, but people think it's big because of all the running involved. But it was a bit lazy. I'm gonna say it seemed and looked a bit lazy.
Yeah, it's like they sort of like they rushed it. I think they didn't like it.
Whereas this doesn't look lazy at all. Let's just say that. This map is huge once you first join in. Later on it seems small, but it is still huge. If you take the gondola, you've cut half the map out. If you go underneath the showerway, it's huge. You will get lost. People I know, I think Roshan and Alfie, still get lost during the catacomb section. They still can't find their way because there's so many different tunnels you have to go through. I think they did this map
I know
well.
what you mean there, yeah.
Something I would like to mention just quickly is going back to Skyrise. The voice that accompanies Richtofen in the when it announces. There is that demonic voice that is also featured within the announcements. If you're playing as Samuel, you can actually hear the voice in his head. With the opening cinematic as well. And with that voice being husky and sounding, I'm going to say it, a tad bit demonic, and then following to this where the voice is full-on demonic, what happens if it is actually just some sort of devil working with Richtofen? The Richtofen's still involved with this map, it's just, right now the devil's got complete control over it. It's no longer 115, it's now the devil's work.
Yeah. Sam did say that there was other things in there with her.
She said that, I can't remember the exact quote, but she mentioned that there were stronger forces within the, I think it's the QE, not QED, it's the triangle thing, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, we should call it the prism.
The prism. There were stronger forces within the prism, other than just her. And by stronger, and I'm going to take a guess here, when the group releases her and bodies switch, when Richtofen switches with Samantha, and on step 5 when you actually release Sam from the thing she hovers there, what happens if you're not only filling it with zombie souls, but you're releasing stronger souls out into the world which is already there?
That would explain the red eyes on this map.
It would explain a lot of things in this map.
Yeah. What do you reckon
we have
the Hellhounds? What do you think they're gonna...
Oh god, I don't think they are Hellhounds. They look like Hellhounds, but they're a lot bigger, and Hellhounds hadn't happened yet.
Good point.
Hellhounds happened in the 1940s, but the actual year. But when Fluffy, Samantha's dog, got put in the teleporter, it came out as a Hellhound. Now,
but remember, Richtofen, Samantha was able to time travel them, and Richtofen's a lot more powerful, so I reckon he had to do it as well. So he might.
Yes, but that's the thing. We haven't seen Hellhounds with Richtofen yet, which makes me think that Fluffy, the Hellhound, only obeys Samantha because it was her pet. And Richtofen was the one that killed Fluffy, and well, not killed, but demonetized it. So I'm thinking that maybe Fluffy only responds to Samantha. And let's point this out just quickly. The Hellhounds don't attack you in this map. They attack the zombies. So let's just throw this out there. What if Samantha has a hand in this? She's helping the characters in Mob of the Dead in trying to take down Richtofen's army, basically. Because the Hellhounds help you.
So what if like the Hellhounds? Maybe Samantha like needs more power, okay, because she's stuck in Richtofen's body now, isn't she? So she's like, how can I get more power? Hang on a sec, Fluffy could help me. So
Exactly.
she decides to get power from the zombies, and because the guys do that, she's like, oh, here, have this tomahawk, which is badass. And she's like, right, I can use this power to get a step further to helping Richtofen and obviously her father, Maxis.
Something else, which I've just remembered after you saying that, is that the blue souls, or the afterlife, the purgatory souls we see when we die and when we enter the map.
Yeah.
I originally figured out, or not figured out, but figured that it could be the original 4. Now let's just think about this in a bit more detail here. The Hellhounds, after we just discovered that, 'cause that's the first time I've ever thought about it like that. But the Hellhounds, what if they, because Samantha might be involved in this now, what happens if, oh fucking hell, that was one of my worst downs and that keeps happening throughout the entire thing, I'm sorry. What happens if the original 4 are now working with Samantha?
I reckon that's gonna be happening.
Because like this, we haven't seen these 4 before. We haven't seen these 4 souls purgatory things before.
Yeah.
We've seen the characters, how do I put it? We've seen the characters play through with each other. We've never seen the souls. Now what happens if, instead of dying on Moon, how about this? Instead of dying on Moon, what happens if Dempsey and all that, what happens if they simply just got in the prism? What if they got in the triangle? And their souls were scattered down to Earth, and then they took control of 4 strong souls, and then the next, few of the maps are going to be Dempsey's crew looking for good bodies to help them out during
Hey dude,
to try and kill Richtofen.
Look at the afterlife symbol. It's a prism. It's a
Pardon?
2D prism.
What, the icon?
Yeah, the actual afterlife icon. It's a prism.
See, that could relate to 2 things. The Illuminati, which have been shown in the zombie storyline, or the prism where Samantha's kept. I think we should round it off there. I've got nothing else to say until our next theories video, until we think of anything different.
Yeah, okay. So, Roshan, you ready to end it off here?
Yeah?
I don't think he's there. Crap.
Let's just keep talking. Okay.
He is here. Okay.
Right.
So,
we're gonna round it off now.
Yeah, we're gonna round it off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe if you like what we do, and also leave a suggestion for what we could do in the comment section below. And yeah, we are Cake Overdose.